For our research question, we had to make our question specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and timely, or as we like to call it, SMART. And our research question was, how do diets in affluent areas such as Forsyth compare to those in low-income food deserts such as Cobb County create a higher risk for lung cancer?
Lung cancer is a disease where the cells in your lungs multiply out of control, forming tumors. Lung cancer is, well, out of every cancer, it has the highest mortality rates in Georgia.
Food deserts. A food desert is typically a poorer area having little access to healthy options of food available. Some Georgia counties nearby that have food deserts are South Cobb, South Fulton, and parts of Gwinnett and DeKalb.
These are our two counties that we analyzed the data for. Cobb's population is almost 3 times as much as Forsyth. The ages are almost similar. They're both in their late 30s, the average age. Cobb uses a lot of public transportation, while Forsyth uses more personal vehicles. And lastly, people in Cobb County's average diet leans more towards fast food, while in Forsyth there's more grocery stores and healthier food.
This is a graph that demonstrates employment rates among certain Georgian counties. And as you can see here, Forsyth has the highest employment rates, which also contributes to a higher average household income. Average household income also means that people likely have better access to care, and in this rate, like cancer care, which means that's part of the reason why Forsyth has lower mortality rates from lung cancer than Cobb County.
So Cobb County versus Forsyth County. So Forsyth County, the mortality rates are slightly lower, even though their incidence rates are a lot higher. That's probably because since they have better education and better, their economy is better, they probably have better access to health care.
Cobb County may have a higher population than Forsyth, but Forsyth's economy is stronger. This is likely because of better job distribution. Between the two counties, lung cancer incidence, which is the frequency of the disease, is much higher in Forsyth, which is likely because in Forsyth, smoking is higher. So that is one of the main reasons why their incidence rates would be higher.
Conclusion. In the end, our results show that food availability is only one factor that may influence lung cancer. Incident rates in future studies are needed to determine the direct impact on lung cancer incident rates.
A big problem in the U.S. is the lack of food availability. Ways to prevent lack of food availability are volunteering in organizations such as the Atlanta Community Food Bank. Other ways to help are purchasing fresh foods and increasing in public transportation. In 2 years, Cobb County increased healthy food distribution by 10%. In the future, more action and attention will be mandatory, but hopefully obesity rates will lessen as a result of healthier food accessibility. Any questions?
Can you guys tell me more about the relationship between diet and lung cancer?
So if you have a healthier diet, usually your risk for lung cancer decreases because when you eat healthier foods, you're less likely to get lung cancer.
Why'd you pick Cobb County? Is there some
It's one of the Cobb County has the most food deserts in it, so they don't have like the best diet compared to other counties in Georgia.
I was just gonna ask, knowing what we kind of went over about cells and all that, why do you think eating healthier food would prevent cancer?
So cancer is caused by like genetic mutations in your DNA. So when you eat healthier foods, you're lowering the chance of genetic mutations.
So when we talked about correlation and causation, what do you think food availability might be in terms of lung cancer? How does that relate to lung cancer in what we talked about with correlation versus causation?
Food availability or like less access to healthy foods would make likely a lower risk of lung cancer, but it doesn't directly cause lung cancer whether you live in an area with more food deserts or not.
Is there a reason why Cobb County has significantly lower employment rates than Forsyth?
It's because, so like, when we were looking at graphs, for our research, Cobb County, it doesn't have like a really strong education, so therefore people there, they can't get as good jobs.
In your slides, you were showing how in Forsyth, they have easier access to healthier foods. But in one of the slides, it talked about how the obesity rate was higher by 2 percentage points in Forsyth versus in Cobb County. So did y'all notice that? And did that strike you odd that the healthier county had a higher obesity? And did y'all discuss that, or did that stand out?
Well, I think it's because, like, as we mentioned in one of our slides, Forsyth, we're not sure if this contributes to it, but they have a higher smoking rate there. So we couldn't find, like, we did notice we did think it was odd, but we couldn't, like, find any evidence backing it.
Great job,
Well,